Ciao ragazzi, I'm Chef Roberta and today I'm going to show you how to make a dough for fresh pasta using flour, 00 and eggs. To make fresh pasta, we always use 00 flour and fresh eggs. When you make fresh pasta, you will always use golden yolk variety. In Italy, when we make fresh pasta, we always use flour 00 called farina 00, and it's the best flour because it's really fine. It got a lot of carbs, which will also give you the best consistency and final result to your pasta. It's available in many supermarkets in UK, or you can check your nearest Italian local shop. So let's make some fresh pasta. I have prepared 400 grams of flour and I have already cracked 4 large eggs. Today, as I say, I'm gonna make a recipe of fresh pasta for 4, but every time you make pasta, remember it's 100 grams of flour, 1 large or medium eggs per person. So today I'm gonna serve 4 people. Now we are ready. I have placed the flour on a flat surface. The first things to do is to leave enough space in the middle. So I love the volcano shape, and of course more eggs you have, more space you need to leave in order to mix and combine the flour and the eggs. So I go for the 4 eggs altogether. Now, there are few recipes which they also include salt. I normally don't do because my sauces are always very tasty and salty, so you can also avoid the salt at this stage. Now, with the help of a clean fork, you start mixing the eggs, and slowly you are going to add a little bit of flour. It is important to add flour and to don't mix the eggs for too long, which will turn into a very dry dough. So you mix and at the same time you add flour. So you can see that at this point we have combined the water from the eggs with the flour. Doesn't look really pretty, but don't worry, this is part of the pasta making. So what we can do now, we can simply start the kneading process, which I will say it is very important to get it into a really nice and elastic dough. What we do, make sure that the fork is completely clean. We don't want to leave any leftover dough. And now with the help of both of the hands, you're going to push all together and start the kneading process, which you basically use both of your hands and especially the palm of your hand to drag the dough all the way down and fold it back. And yeah, you need at least 10 minutes to get into a really nice, smooth and silky dough. That's the dough after I have kneaded for 10 minutes. Yes, that's the best workout, guys. And this is the best way of not feel guilty to having your bowl of pasta later. Now you leave the dough to rest between 15 and 30 minutes. You can cover with a clean film or you can simply use a tea towel. So this is the half of the dough that we're gonna use, and I need some flour. And I want you to dust a little bit in both sides just to make sure that he doesn't stick to the pasta machine. Now what I do, I also flatten a little bit using my hand, and we are ready to stretch the dough using the pasta machine. Pasta machine, you have to always be careful because some pasta machine, the widest part of the pasta machine will be number 0 or number 1. But some machine, they have the widest part at number 9. So before you start, make sure that your machine is set at the widest part, the largest part. And so you can start simply stretching number 0. As you can see, the pasta dough, it is a little bit sticky, but this is absolutely not a problem. What you can do, you can continue to add a little bit of flour, both sides, and then it is important to fold. You fold, you press again with your hand, and you continue at number 0. Remember, number 0, it is always 3 times. Unfortunately, I'm too short, but yeah, that's number 5. And it depends on what type of pasta you're gonna make. You are going to check how thin you want the dough. In Italy, at this point, we're not calling anymore pasta dough, but it's called sfoglia. We move to number 6, and that's what I'm gonna do if I wanted to make long pasta like tagliatelle or pappardelle. I will stop at number 6. And before we are going to shape any pasta, I will always suggest to leave the pasta dough, or how we call it, sfoglia, to rest for a couple of minutes. So now, as I say, so I carry in small batch and I leave the dough to rest for a couple of minutes, so it will be easy for you to shape the pasta layer. Now we are ready to make tagliatelle and pappardelle. Subscribe and check the videos below.